Hey guys, I want to show you one of the coolest glitches and definitely one of the most useful glitches on Borderlands 3. And this is how to have practically unlimited Skags along with your FLAK character. And a big shout out to DJJ351 on PlayStation. He showed this to me and you can see I'm in game with him right now. He does have 6 Skags running around with him. It's absolutely adorable to see them all running around, and they do fight for you as well. They act just like a regular Skag. There's only a couple of things that you're going to need to be able to do this. Now, I will say this can be tricky. You might be able to get it first try. It might take you 30 tries, or you may never get it. He was able to get 6 of them, and he was still working on getting more. From what I can tell, it does not work on PC, and what we were able to do was get it to work on PS4. Now, I can't try Xbox, so if you guys try it, definitely comment down below and let us know how it goes. Another issue was that we weren't able to get them duplicated offline, so you need to be online and PS4, and then maybe Xbox can do it as well. Also, we didn't test it with the other 2 pets, but I'm assuming that it will work just fine. You can have a bunch of jabbers or a bunch of spider ants. The first thing you're going to need is under the master skill tree, you will have to have Gamma Burst activated as your action skill. The next thing you're going to need is a vehicle. This will work with all the vehicles, the Cyclone or the other 2, and all you have to do is get out of a vehicle and then very quickly trigger the Gamma Burst. What you're trying to do is exit the vehicle, immediately trigger the Gamma Burst, and if done correctly, your regular Skag or pet will spawn in, and then the one that goes into the rift will spawn in as well, and they will be duplicated. And when the Gamma Burst runs out, you're still going to have 2. They will be duplicated and they will stay. The idea behind this is that you need to trigger that Gamma Burst rift or portal before the regular Skag spawns in, and it almost happens at the same time. You can kind of see the outline of your regular Skag spawning in, but you've already got the rift or portal on the ground spawning in the Gamma Burst one. And you can see right here the action skill has completely ran out, and I still have both Skags. And now this process can be repeated and you can make more and more of these. Let me show you guys again in slow motion. So exit whatever vehicle you're in. As soon as you hit the ground, hit that Gamma Burst. You're trying to get that on the ground before the regular Skag spawns in. So you can see the portal is out, and now that outline of the regular Skag is starting to spawn in. There's like that split-second timing that tricks the game, and it forces both of them in the game, and it doesn't delete one of them. And this timing can be pretty random. You might get out of the vehicle and your Skag is already on the ground, and you were not able to get your Gamma Burst out before your regular Skag spawned in. And sometimes you might get out of the vehicle and put down the portal, and then he comes in later, but it still doesn't duplicate. It seems like the timing needs to be where you've got the portal going and then he's spawning in. You can see the outline and everything like I showed you. And again, that timing could be really random, and it might also depend on what's going on in your game and also your connection. Sometimes the Skag would be on the ground too fast, and I was thinking, well, maybe if you were lagging your system in some way, like have a bunch of stuff downloading in the background on your PlayStation, I don't know if that would help. This is such a new method and we're just now figuring it out. So there might be a way to do this a lot easier and where you could do it almost every time, but we're all still working on it, and I'll update you guys if we figure out a way to do it every time, because I would certainly love to see how many Skags we could get on the map before it crashes. For me, I tried a couple of hours and I was only able to duplicate 1 time, but for DJJ, he was able to get 6. I don't know how long he was working on it, probably a couple of hours as well, and so he had a lot of luck with it, but I didn't. What's so cool about having a bunch of pets is that they fight for you. They will go in and tear stuff down, and you could probably have so many on the map that you don't have to do anything. You just walk in there and they kill everything. When you have duplicate pets, you are able to trigger the Gamma Burst again. It won't hurt it. It will just teleport one of them to it, and they'll be in the Gamma Burst radiation, and then when they come out of it, you still have all the duplicates. You are able to get into vehicles and drive around. They'll follow you, and again, that's how you're going to duplicate more. You got to get back in a vehicle and then repeat the process of trying to get a Gamma Burst on the ground before the real one spawns in. One thing you don't want to do if you don't want to lose them is teleport to a new map. I teleported within Splinterlands and I was able to keep the pets, but when I went to an entirely different map like Sanctuary, I did lose the duplicate. Right here is going back to the footage with DJJ day. Again, he had 6 Skags on the map, and he went into this area right here where there was a mob of enemies, and he just kind of stood back, and all of the Skags just went and wrecked everything. I believe that if one of the Skags dies, they just spawn back in, and you don't lose a duplicate. It's kind of hard to see the Skags in action from where I'm standing, but you can see the mini-map up at the top right, and all those little paw prints running around. I'm definitely going to keep working on this. I want to see how many Skags I can get on the map, and then I'd like to go into a boss fight with them, like General Tron or something like that would be cool. You definitely have to go into boss fights where there are vehicles, because you need vehicles to duplicate them, and then you can't go to other maps because they'll disappear. So I'll have to figure out which bosses are going to be best to deal with, and if I can get that footage, I'll definitely show you guys. But if you guys try this on Xbox or even PC and get it to work there, definitely comment down below. Let us know how many Skags you were able to get, and then if you guys want to email me any of your footage, glitchingqueen@gmail.com. I'd love to see what you guys were able to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.